Alright everybody, Timor Ultima here. I got a game of free-for-all on Interchange for you, and a friend of mine at work today was saying how much he loves the PP90M1. He hadn't used it much before last night, and it made me think, I haven't used that gun in a while either, so I figure I'd play a game with it and show you my starting custom class. So, PP90M1, level 1, so no attachments and no proficiencies. I've got the Akimbo FMG9s for my secondary. I don't even use those, but whatever. I got the Claymore and the Concussion Grenade for my lethal and tactical, and for perks I got Blind Eye, Quick Draw Pro, and Dead Silence Pro. I'll be using the Specialist Strike package, so at 2 I have Sleight of Hand, at 4 I have Scavenger, and at 6 I have Stalker. Now, I wasn't really sure how this class was going to work out because I don't really run Specialist that often, especially with a weapon that has like no proficiencies and no attachments on it, but I figured what the heck, I'll go for it, and I'm just going to play this map kind of like a zone defense, and I'll tell you what I mean by that in just a moment. So Interchange is a really open map and it's kind of tough for SMGs, so I'm going to stick to this place I'm going to call zone number 1. It's right here, highlighted in green, and lots of little alleyways for you to run around, and there's another good area, kind of smaller, off to the lower right of that, that if you need to you can use, and there's also like kind of a tiny sliver on the right side of the map, but there are some longer sight lines that people can get you from there, so I try not to work there too much with an SMG. Now, this area here I absolutely hate. I'm not sure what the deal is, but it's the lighting or something, but I have trouble getting kills in this area and I get killed a lot there, so that red area I try and avoid. So here, good and bad zones, you're going to see in a minute my spawns. I get really lucky with my spawns. They all are in those first 2 zones, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last 2 there. So there are my spawn points. Those are the only 5 spots I spawn the whole game, and as I said, they're right in between those 2 good zones that I like to play, so I'll get to use those. And with that, we're going to go ahead, jump into the commentary, gameplay for you here. Right off the bat, I'm going to head right for zone 1. That's going to be my kind of my anchor throughout this whole game, just especially since I don't have any proficiencies on this weapon. I'm going to be going a little bit slower here at first, you'll see, just because I really hate the reload time on this gun, and so therefore I'm just going to be going a little bit slower. But there you go, sleight of hand, and now I'm reloading like a pro. So like I said, a little bit uncomfortable with a lack of proficiencies, hence putting my back to a wall here a couple of times, but I figure I can't stop moving, gotta keep going. I'm not sure if that Bouncing Betty would have gotten me or not. I was kind of late on the duck, but I still didn't take any damage, so I think that guy respawned right away and before his Bouncing Betty could get me. I would have lived, but I would have taken some damage. Now, I stunned this guy. I saw him, could have taken a shot, but I wasn't confident I could get him in time, and I didn't want to tell him I was looking right at his back. So he actually gets further away from me than I was expecting, but I pick him up anyway. Now, like I said, I'm right here on the edge of this bad zone that I hate, so I'm really uncomfortable right now, especially because I'm getting so close to my Specialist bonus. I'm getting kind of nervous, so I'm just trying to take my time, and I'm looking for an opportunity to get the heck out of here. Now this guy, if he'd been looking maybe a 1/4 of an inch higher on his screen, he probably would have gotten me with that rocket, but I get lucky and I pick up my Specialist bonus for the first time right off the bat. Now I hear some guys coming. I'm just going to try and play this a little bit smarter, but I had to knife that guy because, so often do I get the Specialist bonus and then I get killed right away, like right after it. So I'm trying to play smarter here. I'm not going any further than where I just went. I turned off to the left. I don't want to go near that building because those close quarters can really mess you up. But with the Specialist bonus that I just lost, it's nice because everyone knows you get every perk in the game with the Specialist bonus, but it seems like only about half the people know that you also unlock every single proficiency with the weapon you're using also. So you supercharge your weapon immediately. And I think there are a few additional proficiencies that only SMGs get. So I think getting a Specialist bonus with an SMG gives you the most marginal benefit over any other weapon class in the game. So you see me lay down a Claymore there. In these tight quarters, you can't beat the Claymore because, if you're real quick, you can jump over it, but that would just be insane. And there are so many tight corners in this area that you know, having a claymore in your kit is, you know, it's pretty critical, and it, you know, it picks up an extra kill for me here and there. I shouldn't have fired on that guy. That's actually my friend Jeff. I wasn't quite sure which way he went, so I threw a long concussion, but luckily he was still stunned enough that I could get in there and get the kill. So sorry about that, Jeff. But, you know, second specialist bonus, look at that. You know, normally I have like one good run and then I get killed and I never get back to it. So when I got a second specialist bonus in the same game, I was kind of stoked, because that doesn't always happen for me. You know, I play pretty well, but, you know, normally I'll go like six kills, then a death or something. So, and that's not bad. That's a 6-to-1 ratio, but that's not my KD, by the way, not even close. But it just kind of seems like when I'm running the specialist package, that's about how far I get before I get killed off. But I'm running through this area. I'm trying to get back to zone number 1. I said that was going to be my anchor, and you see I keep gravitating back towards it. And man, Jeff gets me here. I'm so bummed out. You know, given that I had a specialist bonus, I probably should have had him with the hip spray, but, you know, maybe he had a jump on me or something, but, or maybe he was scoped in. I'm not really sure, but I was kind of bummed out when that happened, because, I don't know, you're supposed to feel like a super weapon with the specialist bonus, and you do. You know, you think you can really do anything, but then you get a very clear reminder that you're still limited. But he gets me like 2 times in a row there. That was Jeff again. So, you know, whenever he pops into one of my games, he's my competition, and he makes me work for every single kill, whether it's blowing up like 10 of my freaking attack choppers in one game, or if it's, you know, reminding me that I'm just a small little person playing Call of Duty, because, you know, he's ridiculously smart, and he'll read you like a freaking book if you let him, so you got to keep that under control. But I'm back here in this bad area. Pretty uncomfortable. Also going, see, and I take a death right in the back. I forgot about that one. But yeah, I'm telling you, that area, I should just stay away from that. But for some reason, I wanted to go back into that like zone number 3, and I don't know what drove me to do that. And honestly, it probably cost me a death or 2. So not too smart. Luckily, this guy gets the concussion in the back and turns around, gives me the chance to get a kill. This was a crazy spawn, honestly. Like, look at this. I spawned like shoulder to shoulder with this guy, and you know, I miss the knife, he misses the knife. Like, I get no hit markers at first, and then I managed to finish him off. But anyway, so for a first game, you know, with no proficiencies or attachments for the most part for that gun, I think I did pretty well. 30-9, I believe it was. So anyway, guys, that's all I had. On screen now are 2 annotations. I've been doing kind of like a random create a class series, and I have a few videos, so you can click on either one of those. You know, interesting gameplays with some commentary, and definitely some custom classes you may not expect, so please check out one of those if you wouldn't mind. Other than that, guys, I'll have a new video for you soon, and I really appreciate you watching. Click that little subscribe button there in the bottom right if you like what you heard and like what you've seen. And always leave a comment and rate if you would as well. So thanks again for watching, guys. Have a great night.